Today we're getting nerdy and talking about IRAs, or IRAs, however you say it. What's up guys? Today we're gonna be talking about two different types of IRAs. If you don't know what the heck an IRA is, it's an individual retirement account. I actually think it stands for individual retirement arrangement. So what it actually is it's a way for you as an individual to save for retirement. Now, don't get me wrong, there's lots of different IRAs. The two that we're gonna be focusing on are the most common, which is the Roth IRA and the traditional IRA. I like to think of IRAs as a big umbrella. An umbrella's job is to protect you from the rain. The rain in this case is taxes. So the way I like to think of it is underneath your umbrella, you are sheltering, you're protecting different investments from taxes. So underneath your umbrella, you can have CDs, you can have bonds, you can have index funds, you can have ETFs, you can have stocks, you can have all kinds of different things. The cool thing about that is depending on which type of IRA you choose determines when you pay taxes. Currently, the IRA limit for 2020 is $6,000. That means that you can shelter away $6,000 of your income into your IRA to protect it from taxes and let it grow over time for retirement purposes. It's pretty cool stuff. So let's dive in and talk a little bit about a Roth IRA. So a Roth IRA is really, really great. It tends to be a better choice for younger people because when you have a Roth IRA, when you get paid your normal paycheck and you look at your pay stub, there's already taxes taken out, right? So you are investing after tax dollars, your take-home pay. You already paid taxes, so you don't have to pay taxes again. So when you're investing money underneath a Roth IRA, you chose to pay taxes today instead of tomorrow. Here's the cool thing. All of that money grows over time. So as your stocks and as your bonds and all of that stuff, your investments start to compound growth, you don't have to pay taxes again because you already paid your taxes. It's such a cool perk and it's a really, really good way. It tends to be better for younger people. Not always, but in general, if you're younger, your tax rate is probably gonna be a little bit lower than when you get older. Again, not always, but that tends to be the rule of thumb. So a traditional IRA basically says, I choose not to pay taxes today, but I will pay taxes later when I withdraw that money. So you're paying your taxes in the future because you're predicting, in theory, that your tax rate is going to be lower later than it is today. So this is true if you're like a high income earner. So if you're making a couple $100,000 a year, or maybe even like 100 grand per year, that's considered a pretty high income. It might be more beneficial for you to pay taxes later if you're more on a traditional route. Now, ultimately, which one you choose, it sucks because it almost feels like you're kind of guessing, what do I think my tax rate will be later? So what's the solution? A lot of people are like, do I choose a Roth or do I choose traditional? Honestly, you can use both, but here's the catch. You can use both of those accounts, but it still has to be the total contribution limit. So remember, $6,000 for 2020, you can use both traditional and Roth, but it can only be $6,000 of your personal contributions into your designated account. So that's all it is. So remember, at the end of the day, an IRA is just a big umbrella. It protects your investments from taxes, that's the rain, and you choose to pay taxes either today with the Roth IRA or tomorrow with the traditional IRA. That's basically the big difference. So I need you to remember that because it's a very important concept when you go to start investing more money. If you're investing under a tax designated account, it's really good to know when the heck you're going to be paying your taxes. Now remember, this is an individual retirement account, which means you can do this in addition to an employer contribution account. So if you have a 401k, a 403b, a type of retirement account that your employer sponsors where they match you some money, very, very different. But this is for individuals who maybe don't have access to those types of employer-sponsored plans. If you don't have that, that's okay. You can still contribute to retirement. You're not gonna get the match, but you will still get the tax benefits in both of those different IRAs. All right, I hope this was helpful. I know that the whole topic of retirement and IRAs and investing and all this stuff can feel super, super heavy, but really it's pretty easy to understand. So I'm gonna be breaking down a ton more investing tips and strategies in the future. So make sure you stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can learn all of the things about investing and personal finance. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, if you want abnormal results, you have to do abnormal things. All right, I'll chat with you soon. Bye.